ready for Title Tuesday here, which starts soon enough, but I wanted to prepare so that we can have our best ever Title Tuesday. And as I get this set up, to get in the swing of things, what we're going to do is start playing against really good players. We're just going to start playing against really good players. So here we go. We've actually already got a game playing an FM. This is going to be 3+2. And we'll work our way towards C4, C5. Just play G6. Towards 3+1, which is Title Tuesday time controls. Don't lose on time, please. You got it. You got it. But right now, we got 30 minutes to prep, and we're going to already just start playing really good players. We're just going to already play against some titled players here. Let's play E5, so we don't get this too symmetrical here. And just an 87. Let's get a quick castle. Right, so they tried to play symmetrical English. I could have copied them, but we kept it a bit different because my knight came to E7, their knight came to F3. And with the holes now on D5 and D4, yeah, their knight is not so useful here. And I faced this actually in a different Title Tuesday game, believe it or not. Last time I played F5, F4 to cut this off, and I remember the engine analysis actually saying that wasn't even necessary. So let's play here just simple D6. So I know, yeah, the knight from F3 to D5, 2 squares diagonally for a knight is a difficult route. What we're going to do here, so okay, they're going to pull it off, but it takes a lot of moves. Oh, they weren't interested. I'll give them another chance. Knight E3, I expect it. Or maybe I should have stopped this. Maybe I should have played H6 or F4. Bishop G5, they could do it. To supplement Knight D5, they play A3 here because they want B4. Do I stop it? Or do I just let it happen? So the knight on C2, yeah, it does one other thing, which is it maybe B4. Is this annoying? Do I need to play A5? If I play A5, probably just rook B1. Probably B4 on its own is not so annoying, is what I'm going to go with. So let's just play F4 and keep up our own ideas. And this is helping us practice for Title Tuesday because that decision I could have made even quicker. Yeah, so they're playing rook B1 anyway for B4. So now we need to generate some sort of attack here, like justify that we've got something. Because they're going to do something on the queen side, I'm going to do something on the king side. So, maybe this. Let's go with bishop G. Well, no, I don't really like all that. Alright, let's keep it simple. Let's play B6 because B4 looks pretty inevitable. Oh, no, actually, let's keep it even more solid. I'm going to play rook B8. I think I did this in my other game. This is the game that I beat the GM in. What's up, Screwtude? And I grabbed the camera for a P. Diddy edit. You guys say a lot of things that I don't get the references of. That's the truth. Alright, let's play just this simple, solid B6. Alright, I don't even need B6. Let's bring our bishop directly to G4. So now, right, so if pawn takes or B5, either of which would have won this pawn. But now I put my rook on B8, which is solid stuff. So my bishop's on G4. Hopefully, like, deterring knight E4 because of the pressure here, maybe. I'm not sure this was such a great move. I mean, probably just G5, H5, honestly. Now I give them the chance maybe to play like H3, G4. It's fine. Hard for them to justify something else. I remember before the engine didn't like the pawn on A3 because it wanted the bishop to be on A3, actually to target C5. Takes, yeah, D takes I'll play. I mean, they could do it. But I think it's fine, honestly. I just played B6. Okay, they played B5. And yeah, I have no qualms about this move. I'm not sure that's what they should do. I'm not sure that's what they should do. I think they needed, actually, to open some things up. Pawn takes or pawn takes? Let's go with pawn takes. Alright, next. Yeah, I'm not sure it was so smart of them to open everything up. Next, I will play simply... I like this move g5 now, honestly. This pawn was sort of under attack. Now, without the knight coming to e4 to bother me. Can they attack some dudes? No, e2 will hang, right? And then f3 becomes more awkward now that they shut this down. So I actually quite like how we've done this. This is a 3+2 game. I'm aware Titled Tuesday is going to be 3+1 in terms of increment. Alright, I think this is simple stuff here. Let's get cooking. h5, well, they play h3. And then we'll just back up. They want this? I don't know. h3, I think they should do it, and then maybe like e3. This was what I was looking at last turn. But they're doing this, which I don't think is useful. Ah, so shout out to the beep. Shout out to the beep. Alright, let's play just a simple solid b6, so there's no c5. Or really any counterplay on that side. There's some tension here. That seems slow to me. Okie dokie. Let's go just queen d7. So there's nothing like this. And h4 next. Yeah. h8. I think my idea should be better and faster. This is taking them a while, right? Not that I was so speedy, but I was kind of speedy. I don't know, rook h8 is very slow, but it's something. Check here. I'll use both. Here. What's gonna happen if they check me? I'll come out the way. Bring this in here. Or if this is gonna be mate. Don't run away. Check. There we go. We got him. Nice. Okay, interesting game. Interesting game. We generated an attack, and we outplayed him. We generated an attack, and we outplayed him. Is my phone muted? Yeah, it was muted. Okay. Let's have a look. C4. So that was probably one where I was a little too slow. Thank you. When does Title Tuesday start? In 24 minutes. This was probably a little too slow. I just uploaded a game against a Grandmaster, actually, that I beat in Title Tuesday a week ago today, which was in this opening. Beat Mikhail Brinalik. Mikhail Brinalik. Definitely the name of a GM. Here, do you guys have that eval bar? There you go. So eval bar. Now you see it. So, probably could have played this just a little bit quicker. It's what I like doing against, so like, obviously against the English, I love my alphabet Gambit. But okay, here they transposed into an English. Like I played c5, being like, okay, you can play Sicilian if you want. But they played just an English variation, and if knight f6, it would just be like totally dead equal symmetrical. So I made it a little bit spicy and put my knight on e7. So, okay, I'm not copying them completely. And then they did a good idea here, which is they started this maneuvery. So obviously I have a big hole on d5, but it's hard to take advantage of because I'll just make you put a pawn right there. You want like a knight to be an outpost there, so that like I can't attack it anymore with a pawn. So they started this maneuvery, and they brought that knight to c2. f5, they played your d3. They could play knight e3. They could, but I'll probably play like f4. Okay, you get a knight to d5, and it's kind of like big whoop. So I achieve this, and it's like, what do you do next? Like, it just kind of like looks pretty. Well, maybe I'm gonna look for something on the king side. So in the game, they just played d3. We develop a3. Yeah, a3 is a very subtle downside. A very, very subtle downside that's not obvious at all, which is that once you... So, okay, they did all this. They put rook b1. I mean, I'm just playing... Okay, it didn't even... It said I could even ignore this. But the thing about b4 is, so I don't have to take it. And in fact, taking it would be a very bad idea. A takes b4 is a beautiful recapture. These pawns are very mobile. Let's say bishop a3, and you can attack d6, knight e4 as well. And my control over d4 after b5 is very weakened as well without this pawn. So I don't want to trade this pawn for this pawn. But the point is, I don't have to take it. I can just hold this c5 pawn, and that's what I attempted to do here with rook b8 and b6. So I had to step off this pin here, which is why I played rook b8, or else b5 I would lose my knight if I were pinned there. But the pawn on a3 then doesn't do anything if I'm not taking it, and you stop bishop a3, which could be an important resource to hit c5, right? So even if it's take and then like you have to recapture with a piece, that can still be good. But you take away that square for the bishop, which is not obvious. But in the game, it wanted me to just ignore this. Let's say here b4, queen d7. Let's say, okay, knight e4, that's a nice spot for the knight now that I can no longer have any pawn that can attack it. Okay, but now I can play b6 because the knight got in the way here a little bit. Let's say b5, knight d4. Okay, I'm not actually losing this rook. I can just kind of move it. Takes. It says they can generate something here. Okay. In the game, I mean, I just took a more cautious approach with rook b8, b4, and now I brought my bishop out to g4. So now, after pawn takes c5, I'm not losing anything here. So the point here was... Oh, the point is queen d7 can just defend b7 if I get my bishop out first, right? So I can defend b7 in time without some sort of passive move, like rook b8. Maybe develop my rook to a more useful square. Okay, makes sense. Okay, rook b8, b4, bishop to g4, putting some pressure on the e2 point. And now that I've played f4, b5, knight jumps in, takes, he takes, knight d5. Yeah, so it engine like knight e4, which makes g5 a little harder. Potentially c5 is on the table now, and maybe some pressure on the d6 point. But they jumped right into knight d5. Okay, we just played g5 here. I mean, I don't think they can really take this pawn. Technically, they do have 3 attackers, and it was going through my mind. I just wanted to defend it, which is a fine choice here. Engine says equal, bishop to d2. I'm going for it here, h5, h4. Engine said here I gave them a chance to play b6. And after a6, okay, so now it's taken away my b6 resource forever. And so in a situation like this, now they probably can achieve c5 and some sort of breakthrough here, right? I don't want... Because I'm attacking so wildly here on the king side, I don't want openings anywhere else. And here gave me a chance to do something like that. Thanks for the post-game analysis. No problem. So in the game here, they play just bishop to b4, trying to play c5. But I'm able to just shut that down with b6, which is a fine choice. They play a4 to try and generate something with a5. Right? They need some counterplay as I look to attack them over here with queen up, bishop h3. Queen d7. Okay, it wasn't the best because takes can just distract my queen again. Like, I can't play bishop h3 right now because takes is like check and then distracts my queen from the bishop's defense. So, better to, like, just say trade on d5 first so that my queen can't get distracted from d7. Okay, in the game, queen d7. They just play queen d2. Now I take d5, bishop d5, get out the way. They play a5. And, I mean, this was looking pretty good for me, honestly. Okay, well, h4, I guess, wasn't the most prudent. But just like in general, if you're attacking where the kings are and they're attacking where the kings aren't, I don't know. Give me the former in that case every time. I mean, I understand, like, yes, they're generating something on the king side. Here, I guess it wasn't the most precise because they can go takes, and then step out the way, and then they open just the G line. Might be pretty smart. And then they can take the G line. So I guess I've misplayed it here. I was supposed to go here. Rook moves. No, wanted some resource like this. To play like g4. Hit him this way. I guess I have f takes g3. I have some hits on f2. Bishop can come to e3. So that can be an additional idea. I was focused on kind of like getting that h line open. they took on b6. Yeah, apparently they should have gone for, like, this idea. Opening just the G line. Because in the game, they went here, and I'm able to open up the H line. And on the H line, I think I can get them. So, it's not obvious, but they should go here to try to, because I don't have rook a8 because of this bishop, so to try to trade queens. And if they can crash through, right, like, so like rook h8, queen a7, it's hard for me to dodge this queen trade when queen f7 can come. So if the queens come off, then I'm not really going to get their king. Bishop g2, they tried to defend it, and I'm not going to be able to defend this. So, like, takes, I mean, that just made matters worse. But probably just bishop h3 at this point, and I'm going to swap off those light square bishops, after which my queen should pour into h3 and get them. Is kind of my take on this position. After gf4, I get both these files open, so they play rook a6 to try to attack here, but it's too slow. Here comes bishop h3. I can get my king just out of the way. It's nice to be able to do this, you know, when I control, like, that's what I'm saying. They wanted to open up the position, right? Imagine, like, they had opened up the center, and, like, these center pawns were gone, or these pawns were gone. Yeah, my king couldn't walk all the way to f6. But here, it's so locked, there's no hits on my king. There's no hits on my king. The only thing that's open is the things that I wanted to open, which is the G and H lines, and I want to open them because I control them. Here come my rooks, just controlling these lines, and their king's not going to be able to escape here. King f2. I can take that rook. Okay, check. You know, they're not going to be able to run all the way away there where they are stronger. In the game here, rook f2, check, and there's just nowhere to go. It's just here, and that's mate on the G and H lines. So, okay, nice game. We were able to attack. I mean, my opponent, I guess, missed a couple opportunities to get through on the queen side better, but that wasn't a bad player by any stretch. We could play another practice game here. Play one more practice game. I don't want to tire myself out for the big title Tuesday. Let's try to be... Alright, let's play one more practice game. What we'll try to do here is to be a little quicker on the clock. Be a little quicker on the clock so that we're practicing for Title Tuesday for 3+1 instead of 3+2. Alright, playing an FM. 464. Let's get him. Aleph and Gambit. Made a lot of Aleph and Gambit content lately. Let's go. Gambit glasses on. Took both my pawns. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, I don't expect everyone to just walk right into it. Knight c6. The thing about knight c6 is knight b4. I mean, it should be okay, though. Knight b4, I'll just step back, bishop e2. That is not something I've seen too often before. I wonder what's going on. So they want... This could go a lot of different ways. I guess they want to put the knight on f5. Alright, what if I do my same thing here? Say this. Actually, wait. Alright, let's put our queen on e2. Knight came to g6, and right, so now they want short castles. This? Is that so crazy? Let's just develop while I think about things. I mean, I assume they want short castles. Just playing this to stop d5. Alright, I mean, I think it's worth a shot. Knight g4, h5. Well, I can't really get it all the way there, right? So knight g5, bishop e7. Alright, what we're gonna do is this move. Alright, I said I would be quicker. I want to hit right there, right? So, like... this... Expect castles, and then I wanted, like, knight g5. Or even take and queen h5, right? Take, queen h5. That's an option. So is knight g5 right here. This seems good. Okay. Now if h6, right? Oh, there's too much pressure here. I'm threatening to, like, take it a couple times. This is even on the table. No, not quite. Take. This might be my chance. Whatever. I'll give it a shot. Maybe, maybe not. It's probably not necessary. G takes is also possible. Didn't really consider. Yeah, maybe not the best idea. King takes, they lose, but they can take the other knight. What do we want, the knight g5? Oh, there's queen d4 now. Ooh.
5.
Almost forgot about my new friend.
Four. 5.
No, wait, we're down a piece. Okay, wait, what went wrong here? No, we're just down a piece. Okay, wait, I want to have a look at this. This was not smart. Gambit glasses were on, but somehow we overpressed here. Let's see what went wrong. So that we know we're practicing. So we know for Title Tuesday, if we face this weird idea, I went queen e2. It did want just queen e1. Queen e2 was okay, good choice. So yeah, I mean, it covers this, which is my main attacking resource. c4, knight c3. I was thinking about this, but then in a5. It just wanted this here, just to take some space. I thought what I was going for had some merit to it. On here, so knight e4 and knight e5. That's what it wanted. Everything was right, and knight g5. So actually, I did come up with the best idea, which was hitting f7, right? Because like h6 here, I can take this, and then g6 is hanging out as a result. And otherwise, if you take here, de5, then h7 is hanging as a result once this knight moves. I can just take like that. And, okay, you also can't move that, because the rook it gets opened onto here. So they're kind of stuck here, bishop d7. And here I was completely winning if I chose this move. To bring the queen to h3. Bring the queen to h3 and then threatening rook f6 and here. Because there's no h6, because then I take here and just win this knight. So they're kind of stuck. This was their defensive idea, but then I just come here And they'll lose pretty quickly. Let's say take, take, and take. So that was missed. Otherwise, even just here is good. Bring the other, just bring all the pieces into the game. Just following that simple principle is just something I should have done, even if you're not looking for the best ideas. Like, they wanted here to cover some things, but then I just add even more resources onto F7 and F6. We should have a lot of fun here. Instead, I got really ambitious with takes, which is not that bad a move. It should be equal if I go... This was not the best. It should be equal if I go for this. Takes, and then it's just saying we can draw like this. Here, and just check, check, check. In the game, I took this, and then, yeah, so king h7 loses immediately. They get checkmated. Here, just take, and queen takes g6, and queen h7 is supported by the bishop. But they do this, which was smart, and then they find the best defensive move, which is bishop e8, defending their knight. And here this should be yes, minus 2, and they find, you know, I mean, they defended everything. They defended it correctly from there on. They got themselves into a tough position, but then this was too ambitious of a sacrifice here, and just wasn't necessary, because I just could have had the luxury to keep building up my attack. They didn't really even have a good move here. Engine saying just like c5, trying to do something. But yeah, it's not like they're freeing themselves from this. My pieces are really well located. This was a smart idea with the knights here and here and here. Okay, okay, okay. Je suis plus fort que toi. I am stronger than you. Je parle français un petit peu. Je suis canadien. Got a lot of trolls in the chat today. Funny stuff. Alright, let's play... I'm not sure I have time for a 3-0 game. Let's play a 1-0 game. Let's play one bullet game, shall we? Just to, like, really get us into the swing of things for how fast... Just, like, we want to be fast? This will help us be fast. Let's play one bullet game before Title Tuesday starts. It's 3:54. Let's go. And then we'll rest up a little bit. Typically play bullet on my phone. Oh, really? Wait, I actually kind of messed that up. Okay, whoops. Stop attacking me. I don't know. Just need to move. '82. They sought. Ah. Damn. Okay. One more. Oh, I wasn't able to challenge them. Alright. I think that's a good move against d5, yeah? Maybe I could have taken it. Yeah, they do that now. Trap this queen. I mean, not trap. But... don't take my pawn. Oh, that's stupid. Oh. Oh, now we're good.
5, 4, 3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Nice. I forgot multiple free moves were an option. Okay. Whew. Ridiculous game. But we ended on a good note. And we're ready to kill Title Tuesday. It is starting in just a moment. It is starting in just a moment. Tournaments. Let's not miss it. Late Title Tuesday. We're in. Welcome. Welcome, welcome in. What is up, Screwtude? We're in, we're in. We pulled that off. Title Tuesday in a hot, hot, hot day. It is over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in non-American speak. That's like over 40, right? In Celsius. Here on the East Coast in fabulous New York City. Plus humidity. It is dangerously hot outside. But we are inside with the air conditioning running. That's the thing about broken ankle and chess, is that you can do it almost any time. So that's good stuff. Alright, I'm so pumped for Title Tuesday with our new tools. Our new tools meaning, oh, let's turn on emote only mode. The thing that talks to me about my time. Let's go first round against a CM from Spain. Play bishop f4. Play that London. Play that delayed London, baby. Okay. Really, bro? Gonna play a Collie system. Collie? Collie. That's how I typically hear it. Boo. Let's... Alright, let's play it with just d5. d5, knight d7, bishop d6. Very unambitious way to play, but okay, we're gonna play. We're just gonna get a game. He's white. He can do something like this. Some sort of, like, nothingness. If queen e2 to prepare e4, or now even that they have queen c2, what I'm gonna do is make sure I get in knight e4. I'm not sure if this is the absolute best way to play, but I don't want them to be able to play e4 and then just kind of like liquidate the whole position. So they're kind of copying me a little bit and preparing f3, right? Okay, I should take this. And probably just like knight back to c5, honestly. Yeah, especially because things can open up right now and some hits here, something like this. Alright, they really have no ambition. I can attack this pawn, just knight d7. Alright, let's try to do something spicy here. Let's play with like f6. I could have come out, might get hit. Yeah, they're not in a position really to strike me. I'm kind of playing with that a little bit. Okay, g takes I can't do because it's a check. Alright, but this is what I wanted, which is the bishop developing right there. They can throw in a bishop to b5. No, this is actually a really beautiful position. Both castles are justified. I can justify either. And e5, yeah? This is kind of what I wanted. This is kind of what I wanted. Maybe I could have done something before, but I'm actually happy we made some quick decisions. They need to do something. Alright, they're messing around over there. I'm gonna let them mess around over there, actually, while I feign that I might castle in that direction. Yeah, we're gonna feign castling here, so that they keep messing around on that side. Feign, feint, fake. I've heard them all. I could play a5, but then I think... Okay, they're very scared of me. That is my takeaway right now. e4, knight d4, queen e5. f4 they need. Alright, let's just go with this castles here. They're very scared of me. They're not generating any plans of their own, really. This is nothing. Okay. Queen e5, knight g4. Yeah, that's kind of the main issue here. So, I need to stop knight g4, but at the same time... I need the bishop here, but this is going to hang. I could play h5. Takes h5, queen e5. g3. You know what? Let's just go for this. Let's just go for it. I don't know. Bishop takes... Oh, no, wait. Because I missed that. Knight g4, they can still play it. I have queen takes... Oh, but now they messed up. Queen e5, f4 takes, knight f3, rook f3, rook f3, queen h2. Can they survive that? King f1. I'm just going to bet that they can't. I'm just going to be betting that they can't. I think I've forced g3. I think f4 is not playable. Knight takes rook f3. At the very least, they're going to be too scared to do it. Yeah. So... Now rook takes f2. No, let's just go cb6. Unless I should play bishop c8 here. No, let's just go cb6. Okay, wait. It's taking too long. Also, is there queen d4 here? Come on, let's be quick. Knight g4 they can play. Takes, there's knight f6 check, which I pointed out before. But it's very tenuous for them, honestly. The position is terrible for them. Like, rook f2 or something should kill them. Yeah, I could just take twice on f2 and take on g3. I'm threatening that right now. Also, I had bishop a... No, I didn't. Maybe I did, actually. They're actually quite lost here. Just not a lot of time on the clock. Probably bishop c8 is the way to go. Or honestly, just doubling? F2, F2. Just here. Now I can take it. That's why I play king h8. This isn't check. This is not check. That makes all the difference. Wait, I had to take winning the game, yeah? That one's the queen. Yes, beautiful. Very well done, William. Nice. GG, GG, GG. I'm glad there. I let the clock wind down a little bit, but it was so winning that I can just kind of play almost anything. And I wasn't obsessed with doing it perfectly. And I just kind of played almost any move once I got into a winning position. Let's go. And so we got off on a win. Chess.com load time alerts. Should be save settings. Okay. Alright, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. So d4, knight f6 played. Let's just go to analysis mode here. d4, knight f6. I mean, this is so unambitious. Like, to play, like, they just played a Cole system, not even like a London to get the bishop on the other side of that pawn, after which, you know, we've got our fun ideas like knight e4 and g4, g5. I mean, just to play e3 here. So, okay, like, what are we going to do? There's not going to be any pawn trades in the middle because there's no c4 coming, so there's nothing to induce with, you know, trying to get the bishop out on this main diagonal. So the bishop has to go here. And then I'm like, okay, like, I want my other bishop here, so, like, I want it probably on the other side of d5. And then the other thing here that I chose, like, I could play bishop d6, but I thought after, like, queen c2, okay, I could play c5 here to deter e4. But what I really wanted was knight e4, and then f5, locking that there, bishop d6, okay, queen f6, g5, g4, keeping their knight out of e5, so keeping my knight on e4. They jump in knight e5, which is probably a good choice to drive me away ASAP. Trade, and I pull my knight back to c5. So I play knight e4 here as soon as, you know, that option's going to go away after queen c2, knight e4 and f5. So they jump in, I take it, d takes, right? So obviously f takes is a much stronger recapture if you're able to do that, opens the f file and everything. So that's why I'm taking right now. I gotta watch out because I'm a little far from castling, but c3, e3, they're in no position really to punish me from staying in the middle. Knight c5 tempo on the bishop, they pull back, and now I play f6, this pretty ambitious option. And this was, I think, was a concession taking on f6. Yeah, f4 was interesting. It was interesting because, like, yes, this pawn structure is bad, but it's dangerous for me because my king's in the middle. And so I gotta watch out for some other things, if you can open the center. So f4 was playable for them. They didn't do it. They went with this, and now after queen takes f6, I have a very nice mobile center here. Knight to f3. Yeah, I mean, they gotta do something to go after me. Engine saying here, maybe bishop b2 and c4, trying to get the dark square bishop out somehow. They play your knight to f3, which is simple enough, but this knight can just get overrun with e5. So I just developed nicely a4, as if this is my only option, which it's not. Right, so I now kind of switch it up a little bit with e5. Engine wanted just a short castle right now. e5, what's the problem? I don't know what the problem is. It just didn't want this idea maybe in general. Okay, h3 played, against, because it's clear my idea is going to be e4, and then queen and bishop attacking h2 once that knight moves. So they kind of get out the way of it prematurely instead of like doing something active with their pieces. I think it's kind of the problem here. So castles, they play a5. I mean, you got to move with your pieces. Like if this is your big idea in the position, it's not a really big idea. Okay, so here we come. Here we come attacking. I've opened this. I've generated, you know, from what should be a deadlock position, my pieces are actually looking really, really good. We've taken the whole center. We got our king safe. So here we go. Knight e4. Knight comes back to h2. Engine said I could just go with queen e5 and allowing knight g4. Now just slide out the way and then kind of then recycle this. So like let's say they just do something here. Now we play h5, send the knight back. Now queen e5. Okay, so now the knight is hit here and inducing g3 and potentially h4 to follow it there. I kind of played h5 looking to, which wasn't a bad choice actually, but looking to play queen e5 and then giving them some serious problems on h2 as a result. They take b6. Engine wanted them to just accept this. Oh, okay, next game. All right, we're playing a National Master. Go back to emote only as soon as we got a Goring Gambit on the board and they think about it. Emote only. Not thinking too long. They're trying to decline it. There's no declining the Goring Gambit. What's up, Zakes? YouTube viral. Turn your mic up. That is the mic. Let me know if it's not good. But we got a Gambit accepted here. They go for dc3, which is a fun line. They have queen d5 or cb2. I was about to say. So I can go knight takes c3 if they let me, or just bishop takes b2. I'm also happy to play. Oh, let's do that. Okay, they just go bishop e6. Let's go knight c3. So we're down one pawn. They're just going to try castle out of it. And what do we want to play here? I think bishop to b5 is playable. I think you're just going to castle, though. Bishop b5 castles. Then we play queen a4. Could be fun. 6 takes. I like here just the simple bishop e3, knight b4, bishop b5. Got a few options here. Let's go with the... I wanted my queen on a4, didn't I? Bishop e3, knight b4, bishop b5, c6. Alright, let's just go with the simple queen e2. Rook d1. I wanted here bishop b5 to start looking at ideas with, because I got a few options. I want my knight on e5. Yeah, so here I think they might want to give their queen. No, they have queen e8. Take. They're okay after queen e8, I think. Bishop f4 then. So we continue to pile up. e5, double pin, queen e8. They're okay for a moment. Continue to pile up there. I have an e4 I can add, or it's gonna come c1. So it's very pleasant. Down a pawn, but we got all these files. Down a little over a minute on the clock, though. We're gonna be aware, stay aware of that. So just go in there. Knight e4, knight d5. Okay, knight e4, knight d5. Let's just go with the simple knight d4. So I have a lot of ideas. Like in d4, we got a lot of pins we're working with here, right? Knight c5, knight e5. So they choose this one. I think what we're gonna do is take this. And well, let's look at rook c1 or rook d2 perhaps. Let's go rook c1. Okay, let's be a little quicker here. All the sticks. Got a few, because take is an option, yes. Let's go with that. Can do better. I had bishop c4, but I didn't want knight g6. Alright, I expect like king a8 here. Then I want maybe knight d4. Maybe queen h7? Should I just take it? No. Just add. Just keep adding. So you can take, and then just grab d6, but it seems kind of meh. Seems kind of meh. Gambit classes are on. Queen a3. Also, not the most inspiring. Bishop c4. I just go with that, okay. Get that ready. I want a knight on b5, don't I? I can't get mated.
Five, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4.
Or d7, right? Stronger.
3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4,
Oh.
3, 4.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. Wow. That guy was 29.35. Actually, that's 13 points lower than he was. National Master. From Denmark. We had... I think our tool that helps us blitz out there is very, very, very helpful. Is very, very, very helpful. The thing that says our time out loud. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. You only off? Alright, let's have a look here. So, we had our Goring declined with DC3. Interesting line. Interesting line here, DC3. You don't see it too often. Typically, you see DE4. If bishop takes E4 following that. And after, like, knight to F6, we can play bishop takes C6. That's why we include these two moves here, knight to F3 and knight to C6, before we go into the Danish. So that we have, you know, if this were to happen, we have a knight to capture here rather than just being down a pawn and our bishop being attacked. In the game, your DC3 was played, which is an interesting line. It is an interesting line. I talk about this in the original Goring Gambit video on my channel as well. That's not what I have to do. Let's go like that. So, D5, Queen D5, short castles, bishop to E6 played. Right, so, okay, they can accept a second pawn here if they want, but then they're opening up more files and it gets more dangerous. We'll see how I did this. So bishop E6, I mean, it's a very reasonable choice. Knight C3, Queen D7 makes a lot of sense. Queen E2, which was a fine choice. Yeah, the best move actually was bishop to B5. I was thinking this. Because if they do long castle and ignore it, then this becomes really dangerous, hitting A7. And otherwise, yeah, A6, I can take this, which I figured they're just going to get crushed for just something like bishop E3, yeah. Knight tied down in A7, and a rook's going to swing around to the B somehow, right? To end the game. So, but, I mean, Queen E2, not a bad choice at all if you want to keep the queens on the board, because it does give them this option. Although, you know, it's still kind of hard to play. I was expecting an E7, but apparently, like, okay, it's hard to defend all this, because you're cut from castling. In the game, Queen E2, long castles, Rook D1, good choice, Bishop D6, Bishop B5, right? So there's still pins in every direction, and it's tough, so it's good compensation for the pawn, right? And the pawns I'm down open up these nice files for my rooks. Knight E7, Bishop comes to F4 to put more pressure, King B8, Knight comes to E4 to put more pressure, Bishop D5, I mean, they're defending quite well. Right, like, I even have knight e5 with all these pins on these pieces, so if they go queen e8, it's probably okay, yeah. Bishop f4 here, and e4, bishop d5, they play well, take. This was a fine choice, but better was rook d3 to try to swing the rooks on both rooks onto the d line. I thought the rook was a little sensitive here to hits, but apparently not. Okay, anyway, we'll get more to that later. We're playing an IM from Germany. Let's turn emote only on. And let's try to get a Grand Prix set up. Games are starting so fast now. Okay. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling, homies. E5 is surprising. They go for this. I don't actually know what to do. Should I just play D3 and try to recapture? I think I should. Let's just play D3 and try to recapture. I could play bishop C4. I've seen this line before, actually. There's G5. I've seen a trick like this, where you go take, queen takes, and then queen H5. Queen takes H5, knight to F6, check. Ah! What? And IM is just gonna fall into this? Unless he knows what he's doing here. Wait, queen takes. I take the knight. This is a crazy tactic, though. Because they tried to defend F4 with this move. But now I take it. Wow, third round of Title Tuesday, and they're just falling right into it. Takes, queen h5. I'm saying that like they missed something so obvious. It's not obvious. Take here, and then knight to f6 check. Oh, this is filthy. Knight to f6 check. Gonna pick the queen back up, and then we get this pawn, and we'll be up a pawn. We'll be up a pawn once we collect f4. This is one of the more convoluted ways to win a pawn in chess. I also had knight c7 here, but it seemed a little suspicious here. They had something next. Okay, wow, they play queen d8. They don't even take my queen. Wow. Okay, but this should be bad. So, like, bishop d2, bishop c3 appeals, for example. It appeals, for example. Bishop f4, c6, and bishop g5. Doesn't that appeal even more? They should play rook g8. c6, bishop g5. They should go queen a5, but then, like, b4? And my knight will waltz into f6. You can't allow my knight into f6. So you need, like, here. But it's still bad. Bishop to g5, what do? You gotta play queen d7, and then still I'll take the f6 square. So, it kind of leaves you out of option. This was not a good move. This was, they're frustrated, they want to keep the queens on the board kind of move, rather than just go into an endgame down a pawn. Right, so rook g8, I did mention that. But this is hanging? Maybe? Should I... Okay, if I do nothing, there is bishop to g4, right? Do I play this? If I want this. Yeah, probably. Bishop g4. Well, e5... Okay, let me think. Queen h7 here. No, I mean, it's probably a very good move. This just might be even better. This takes, queen takes e5. I mean, it's so strong. e5, bishop g4, and I'll take h7, rook g7. And then probably queen comes back to e4. Yeah, I mean, this is very good, I think. Let's do it, e5. So, probably bishop g7 then? But then I'm just going to long castle, and I'm going to get you on the e-line. Also, like, I have hits on c7 and f6, so this was a very useful move. Also, I mean, this was a free pawn, I think. And probably a very quick ticket to win the game, honestly. Because queen h8, and then bishop h6. So I think there were a lot of winning options. But this is maybe the most effective. Knight d7 makes sense, but then I was thinking I have e6. you cover f6, it's the one move that does. But then I play this move. Filthy. I mean, I have winning ideas actually all over the board, but this is maybe the filthiest. e6 pin, suddenly you blocked your bishop. And not only do I have dark square threats, but now I have light square threats to boot. Hitting the knight, I'm winning the knight at minimum. I don't even know you don't get mated. Rook g7? I mean, okay, we'll take a knight at minimum in that position. At maximum, after rook g7, I will go... something with, like, takes, bishop takes... yeah, I'll probably just take the winning position. Winning positions aren't so bad. Here, I could castle long. Don't really know what you'll do. It's getting a little cute though, but knight b6. Yeah, let's just win the game, shall we? Takes knight b. Yeah, okay. Here, I mean, yes, I have queen e2. No, wait, I don't really have queen e2 because there's rook e6. So let's just castle with our extra piece. They don't even have a pawn for it. They don't even have a pawn for it. Should I just retreat? Let's be safe. Yeah, rook e1, bishop e6 doesn't do anything. Let's just stay up a piece and stay ahead on the clock here. Oh, did I miss this? No, I have rook e1 check. I have rook e1 check, unfortunate for that. Let's just go something simple like bishop e2 to develop our pieces against bishop g4. Bishop f3, so we're not hanging anything. This is a good idea. Solid, solid, solid. Oh, and they just run out of time. Alright, well, we had a clean piece for nothing. Didn't risk anything with low time on the clock there. And we got him with a quick strike out of the opening, and we're 3 out of 3 in Title Tuesday. We're 3 out of 3 in Title Tuesday. So, this is our second straight really hot start, as I'll give y'all freedom of speech in the chat. It's our second straight hot start. Last time we started 3.5 out of 4. against some very good competition. This is also some pretty good competition. We're rolling. We are rolling. William with the clock countdown is killing it. Thank you, everybody. All right, so what happened here? I expected just kind of like a Pierce, right? And then I was just gonna go like here and give my Grand Prix setup, and then okay, they can transpose to a Sicilian instead of, you know, playing d4 with the Pierce. So I was gonna play with f4 and d3, and so this sort of attack. But they play a sharp option, which is here e5, and e takes f4, which is pretty ambitious. I played d3. More ambitious is just d4, just taking the whole center. I thought maybe like here d5 could be better. Anyway, it's fine. In the game d3, and then they continue to be ambitious. They try to protect their pawn rather than just like, okay, bishop e7 and takes. So they protect their pawn. Knight d5, we attack it. And now here, yeah, they can't defend it anymore. They can't defend it anymore. Engine likes this idea of h6, and so that you're ready with g5, and then bishop g7 right away. But white here is a little bit better. In the game, they play g5, which is a bad move because of this little trick. And they takes g5. It's actually so nice. Queen takes h5. And here, yeah, like I said, they needed to cut their losses because this just sent it from +2 to +3.5. But yeah, queen takes h5. Okay, after check, king d8, knight takes h5. I'm going to be up a pawn with a nice position in the endgame. Like, people have come back from worse. In the game, queen d8, bishop takes f4, rook g8. Yeah, I mean, rook g... So, bishop, like, they're getting killed here. They're getting killed. I was thinking about this to put a knight on f6. So, like, as to not even let them escape. But here, I'm already up, like, take my pawn really cleanly. I'm also threatening bishop to g5 and knight to f6. Like, for example, if, like, almost anything else here, bishop g5. And then the knight comes into f6 next turn with a brutal, brutal check. So they're completely lost. In the game, so rook g8 is kind of the only thing that stops that. Leaves h7 kind of hanging, but okay, it's just a pawn, and here they're hanging on and maybe escape to live to tell the tale of just being down 2 pawns. But e5, I think it is another really nice move. Really continues putting the pressure on them without even, like, again, nothing wrong with long castle, but really put the pressure on them with e5, because queen takes e5 check, you know, with knight f6 coming, and here knight c7 coming as well. Not obvious what to do. Bishop g4. Here I take this, and yeah, my knight can also come into f6 after the rook moves. So I don't really know what to recommend for black at all. They play knight d7, which guards f6, but, you know, leaves them vulnerable to another hit. Again, even castle's long here is still +4.5, which is pretty brutal, because, like, my rook steps onto the e line. They're not close to castling long, because they can't undo themselves this way either, because the knight will come to either f6 or c7. So they're getting killed every which way here. So here comes e6, winning a piece at minimum here. And here I just play this pretty conservatively. We're just backing up, you know, just playing solid chess here, not blundering bishop to g4, keeping all our pieces on protected squares. Play d5, we just develop our pieces. Bishop to d6, and just like this is so solid. There was nothing, like, super outstanding I missed, and we won. So we're 3 out of 3 until Tuesday. Now playing a GM. In search of 4 out of 4 with the Bushgas Gambit. Let's go. Let's turn emote only mode on. No. They're not taking it. Please take it. Oh, wow. They're being rude. Take my pawn. This GM wants no part of my pawn. What about... Alright. Alright. I think at this point, we need to just go d6 and protect it. And they're just going to play Joko Finissimo. I could also play with c6. I can't believe they didn't want my pawn. GM declines the Bushgas Gambit. A GM who presumably also has 3 out of 3. Just store it away. I can play your bishop e6. Alright, at this point we should probably play h6 to stop some of their ideas of like bishop g5 and such. d5. Okay, maybe not then. Let's go here. Do they want it? Take queen b3 would force queen c8 for me to defend it. I would be surprised if they took it. Okay, they do. They do. They do want it. What I want from here is like a knight h5. I want like a queen e8 kind of maneuver. That's what I want. I want like some queen e8 action here. What if they attack? Maybe the knight should be on d7. Do they go for this? Alright, I'll take it. Or takes. Queen e8, queen b3, knight c6. Do they want queen b3? Alright, let's just develop. Maybe to d7. Maybe to d7. Is that crazy? Also crazy. I expect d4. Yeah, so then do I want to capture it or just proceed with queen g6? Take e5, d5. Alright, we just gotta make a decision here. I don't want to capture it. Let's just go with rook d8. Is this so bad? Okay, they wanted this, just no knight c5, right? That's right. I understand. I see. Shoot. Too low on the clock. Come on, let's just move. I'm not gonna let this guy just flag me. He's gonna have to beat me on the board. It's kind of annoying now. I thought I'd have knight c5, but I didn't realize they could kind of just leave the pawn there. Or at least I underestimated it, or however you want to call it. I just need to step off this and focus on, like, bring a knight here or something. Go for this. Okay, let's go pawn takes. I think that's a good spot for the knight. A little surprised that they did that. Okay, this is annoying, though. Oh, I did just have this because of the hit on this knight. They couldn't take on e5. Oh. What? How did I forget about that? No, this is just stupid all over the board. Oh, no. This is... It's still not how I wanted to play. Kind of just have to go back, yeah. I was about to say. Alright, well, we're down the pawn. We achieved that much. Can I play g3 now?
5,
Probably.
4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2,
Ooh.
1,
I didn't see that.
2,
Yeah.
1.
they got me. So...
3, 2.
Okay, shush. I'm muted for a second. Well, yeah, I mean, I went here and I just walked right into the fork. But, okay, I think they are outplaying me here. Just slow GM outplaying. This guy just sent me a friend request. GG. And he wrote, good game. GM Jumbo. His username is Jumbo? It's a good username. He's had to be an early joiner at chess.com. This GM. Alright, well played. Well played. We're down to... What's up, Darkwing? Jonathan Palmer, Nick Andrade. Alright, I mean, falling to 3 out of 4 is not so bad. Falling to 3 out of 4 is not so bad. This is kind of funny. They are $29.95. Shout out to Tibbledolf for the sub on YouTube. So, I mean, I wanted to play a Bushcast Gambit. I wanted them to take my pawn a number of times here. This is a really, really fun line here. Knight takes e5. Knight c6, offering f7 in a couple different ways. So. In the game, but they just play d3 and we get a boring Joko Panissimo. In the game, we just have, yeah, I don't think there's any... I mean, there's a couple ways we can try to take advantage of the weird fact that we haven't played knight c6. I mean, if I play knight c6 here, this transposes to a very, very common position. You know, as if I just played knight c6 on the second move of the game, like a normal person, to defend the e5 pawn. But, okay, here we just play a6, so a4, and bishop a7, so we're not losing our bishop here to get trapped by b4 and a5, running out of rope. They play h3 to keep me out of this pin, play h6 to do the same. e1, bishop e6, so okay, we make some sort of imbalance in the structure here, opening this f-file, but okay, it does some weird stuff to our pawn structure. What I want is, like, here, maybe knight h5, knight f4, I sort of achieve this in the game, but not really. You'll see what I mean. So bishop e3, that's a good move, because this bishop is actually doing a great job in this direction, and I even spent a tempo moving it out of the way of hits like this. So bishop e3, but they're able to recapture. Rook takes e3. Knight d7, it doesn't love that choice of developing. I wanted to do something different. This, I imagine, again, is a common position. But I want to do something a little bit different. I want to counter queen b3 with knight c5, queen b3, which would attack this, and knight c5, which would counterattack their queen. But the thing is that I kind of underestimated is that once they play d4, which also knight c6 doesn't fight against. Okay, I play like rook d8. Now they play queen b3, putting pressure here. My knight can't jump here, and now he's just kind of poorly placed. If I play takes, then after rook c1, you know, c7 can be a problem. So not a beautiful structure. I just kind of played b6. The engine wanted me to, like, have to blow this open, but it's kind of dangerous opening the rook there. Okay, I played b6 to not lose this. Takes. Now I'm just kind of dealing with this pawn. Okay, it wanted me to make one more pawn trade. One more knight trade. Queen c4 attacking here and here, so that's actually a tough situation, because I think here is probably b4 anyway. So, yeah, I think I kind of just lost a pawn here, and okay, it's just +2 position for them ahead. This was not smart on their part, actually. And you can kind of see some pressure coming, because knight f4 is going to threaten mate, and then also knight takes h3 with the pin. But knight to h4 looks good, because the queen needs to do a couple things, but after queen to f6... Oh, queen f7 apparently is even better. But it attacks this and this. They just need to come back. Okay, knight f4, we're jumping in. So there's no g3, because that's hanging, so that's why they play king h2 to set that up. I mean, engine's giving mistakes here, but it's really not affecting the position much. There's nothing that I can say that I could have done here that's so different. g3 is coming. King h8, g3, they drive me away. I mean, it's just like you're ahead of pawn here in this position kind of in general as we just move around. I need to defend e5 again, which is tough to do. Okay, I actually did have an opportunity. I was looking for these to play knight f4. Takes, trap the rook. I did see this, though. There's e5, and I'm not... Or well, no. Maybe I'm going to still trap the rook? I don't know. Apparently, it's still not good. I was looking for a chance with that. Anyway, knight h4 here. I defend... Okay, I did have knight f4, actually, in this position, because they have takes. But okay, I mean, their position is just very solid. It's a very, very solid extra pawn and more. In the game here, I play queen f7 and just hang knight d6, which is a brutal fork that just kind of ends the game. Also, there's knight g6, which would be an even more brutal fork, but okay, they're up enough material regardless. So, okay, not so bad to fall down to 3 out of 4, entitled Tuesday. Have a look here. Why does it still say the top scores at 0-0? Emote only. So Fabi at 4 out of 4. I mean, a bunch of other people at 4 out of 4. 16 people are at 4 out of 4. But I don't know. I see Akaru Hans at 3.5. Magnus, I thought, was playing this, and I don't know where he is at. So, okay, big break at 4 out of 4. Big break at 4 out of 4. I'm actually going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Sorry, after round 4 is what I meant to say. I'm at 3 out of 4. We have some interesting games to analyze. But I'll probably do that maybe wholly after Title Tuesday. Alright, regardless, I'll be right back. Okay, we just hopped to the bathroom and hopped back. I literally mean that. I'm still... Maybe Thursday I will be cleared to start weight bearing on my ankle. Which would be very exciting. Crystal Haha, what is your peak blitz rating? 27 something? Does it say? I would analyze right now, but I'll probably analyze later because it's nice for me to take a little bit of break. Oops. I don't need to watch myself. What's my peak blitz rating? Title player, community streamer, diamond member. Stats. Blitz. Highest rating, 27-23. 27-23. We are 2019th in the world. Just under the year. But only 8 out of 104th of my friends. I need weaker friends. So yeah, we have a bit of a break after round 4. We're close to that right now. What are we at? 2678 here. 2678. We can have a look. Maybe at some of these other games. I mean, actually, we kind of did finish analyzing this one, pretty much. This one we didn't really... This one we didn't really finish analyzing so much. I mean, what really happened here... G3... So... I mean, yeah, by this point... I'm trying to see... Oh. Is the lines? Why do I keep... Oh, I need to click here? Okay. The chess.com interface never fails to confuse me, no matter how many decades I've been using it. There's like 3 different tabs, totally different web pages that do slightly different things to look at one game. Okay, bishop f4, king b8, 84. We continue to put pressure on d6. Take rook c1, or just bring in all our pieces here. I mean, everything they did here was quite reasonable. Like, they're ahead of pawn, and queen g4 is a nice counter-strike to, like, not stay totally, you know, victim to these pins. They got their king all the way out the way of, like, the b and the c lines, which made a lot of sense. You know, as safe as it could be. They're bringing in all their pieces, and now they're kind of looking to do something of their own with something unprotected. And now bishop g3 is a good chance to do that, and just to trade things off while you can. I mean, it's good for them to be able to do that here. So they're able to liquidate to just a really equal endgame. And we just won this blitz out, even though this guy is 29-35. I mean, so, okay, we defend B2, drive their rook away. No, I mean, there's no real reason I should be better. Like, yes, probably give me the bishop over the knight, but, like, the knight can do things. I mean, I don't know. It can hop around and do things. There's no real reason I should be so much better here. I was fine to trade rooks, and then just kind of maybe waltz in with my king and give this a shot. It's not like my rook was so much better. They played check, which I thought was a little dangerous, because now I have rook d7 and you don't have any invasion. So I think they're playing with fire a little bit here, as they just kind of walk their king up. But okay, I mean, we're just blitzing out here. I get my pieces in good spots. King e2. Okay, g4 would have been the best to pester them a little bit. Try to run them out of rope here. G4, king here, king here. Maybe the rook has no way to defend f7 at that point. But anyway, here I just play 3 to take away knight b4. I don't know. They're just moving around. I'm trying to run them out of rope to defend the f pawn. And they go for this ambitious f5, which is a good idea. So I hit that. I didn't even see that check. They come down rook e1. So now we're soft over here. They're looking at rook b1. So they're trying to get me. Play rook d6. And apparently they need a rook b1 here to equalize, which is kind of like a crazy situation, but they'll probably be taking stuff here, take stuff here, I'll take stuff here, and it'll be about an even foot race if something like that were to happen. On the game king b5, I take this, but it still should be about drawn. Takes, king takes, takes. So this is actually dead equal. This is triple zeros if they find rook a4 check, which is not obvious. Why do you want me to advance? I guess to put me in some checking distance here. Rook a1 is such a reasonable move to play super quickly, like when, when you're blitzing out, like, yeah, this pawn needs to go, rook's in the way, rook needs to be behind this pawn in order to do anything, and, like, I don't know, rook a1, I just take it, he resigns on the spot. I mean, that's a tough break. I think well, but that's tough. A4, most obvious move, and h5, and apparently this is losing, which is so, like, oh no, oh, because I muted it, shoot, oh, that's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Oh my god. 5th round of Titled Tuesday. We were 3 out of 4 playing a GM, and we're starting with 30 seconds. Oh no. Okay. What's the move here? G5 is the move. Oh my god, I just spotted this guy. It's so much time. They don't know this line. They don't know this line. They have to go takes gf4 and then move the knight back. Dude, oh my god, I just spotted this GM 2.5 minutes. Bishop e5, f6. This can get dangerous for them. Oh, this is covered on my channel. With takes. And then the one winning move is like this? This is like the only winning move? Or I don't even remember. I cover this on my channel. It's good for white, but there's like only one winning move. If I were calling the line correctly. But it sucks to have no time here. This is crazy. Wait, I actually can't. It's not even as crazy as my reaction is right now. This whole situation. I mean, I have a lot to talk about after this game. We just need to concentrate. I need to not. Okay, knight 7 of this. No, is that even true? No, I need to go here. Something is awry. I'm actually not sure what's going on. Okay, let's just not lose our queen.
Five.
I have check. Queen takes. Otherwise, this. So they should go knight e4, and then I'll just go knight c6. They blunder? I don't know. Mate me. What do you got? Mate me. Do it. Do it. You won't. Yeah.
4.
That's what I thought.
34.
I'll stay in here. What do you got? You got nothing. You got nothing. Mate me.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2.
Oh my god. This hanging. Okay, 5. Mate me, you won't.
1, 2.
Oh my god. I don't like hearing the 1.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, I had Queen C3. They're still lost right now?
1, 2. 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4,
They're so lost.
3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5.
No way. No way. No way did I just win this game. There's no way. I had no business winning this game. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This line against the Delay London just took down a GM, spotting him 2.5 minutes. Come on. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. God, I'm like shaking. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god, I tried to keep this a family friendly stream. Woo! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Wait. Also, not only did I spot him 2.5 minutes, but I think I spotted him like +3. I think I spotted him +3. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe I just won that game. I can't believe I just won that game. That's the craziest game. There's no way I should have won that game. Okay. This is actually, I have so much to say about this. I have so much to say about this. Because first of all, so this is a crazy line I recommend on my channel, where we play knight e4, and most people here, they just play like e3 right away to follow up bishop f4, but then we just play like g5, we defend it twice, and here, right? And when we play h5, we threaten to trap the bishop, and now when you play h3, we take it before you can run away, forcing f takes g3, you don't have h takes, and like here, this sucks, you gotta play like king f2 to defend it, and this is already really, really bad for white. But, you know, I acknowledge that there is good ways to play against it, or else, you know, everyone would be doing it, right? But the thing is, what I try to discover is good ways to play against it that maybe aren't actually that good. And so my opponent actually finds the absolute best line, the absolute best stockfish line, which I've never faced before. It is e3, g5, and I talk about this on the channel because, okay, again, if you want to bail out into something equal, you can here. Knight takes d6 is even an interesting option. But g5, bishop e5, f6, knight takes e4. I talk about this line. I talk about this exact line in the original video. d e4, knight g5. This is crazy because typically what you get here, wow. Okay, wait, I have so much to say about this later. Okay, wait, another GM? No problem. No problem. No problem. No worries. Wait, emote only. No worries, Goring Gambit. Don the Gambit glasses. Let's go, guys. William is invincible. I'm still thinking about that. That's just too funny. That's like the funniest thing ever. That is the funniest thing ever. Okay, here. Can I go this? Is this a move? Or do one first? That might be the funniest thing that's ever happened to anybody in the history of ever. Okay, what if I do this? I don't know. I probably should just go AC3. Yeah, okay, they had that move, yeah? Okay, whatever. Oh, because the point is now they can go knight takes C3 with a hit on my queen. That might be the funniest thing of all time. Of all time. Okay, I gotta focus. This is the funniest thing of all time. It's true. Alright, what should we do? Queen C4, bishop B7. I don't know. We should get our pawn back somehow, yeah? Let's go, like, here. This is a good idea, I think. I think takes, though. Pawn takes, bishop D6 they can play. Right? Knight C6, and then maybe, like, queen H4. That's kind of what I was thinking about. Okay, play G3 there. But there's much... Because the thing is they have knight C3, which actually makes this pin less effective than I thought. Because they have this. Alright, takes... Yeah, they have that move. Yeah. Don't steal my idea. I already told you that was a good idea. Can I play bishop A3? Probably not. Rook E8 and... Knight C6, Rook E2, Knight D8. Bishop F4. Bishop B7. This is a better idea. Rook E8, Knight C6. Rook E2, Knight D8. Okay. No. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Either of these moves are fine. You just need to pick one. Come on, don't fall into these bad habits again. Just pick a move, it'll be okay. F6 is my concern here. Why did I think that was okay? Because I was just gonna go here, Rook E8, and then why did I decide this was playable? Queen E3, Knight G4. Because of the... No, this. Alright, well again, I spotted them. Oh no, wait, I don't even have Knight G4? What? What am I talking about? Rook E8, I'm just kind of screwed. I gotta go here. Alright, I could have done this so much better. I don't know why I thought I had this. Bishop takes G4, they just defend themselves, yeah. So, alright, let's go here. Yuck. Yuck, we're all tangled up. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I actually thought that was playable. I just need to move their king next turn. Don't they?
Five.
No, just a poorly played game here.
4, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right, we got all of our bad play out in that game. We got it all out of the way. We got it all out of the way. You joined just in time for that prior game. Glad to hear it. Jamie, thanks for the sub. Are you only off? Okay. Yeah, this was poorly played, but let's learn something from it. GM Crusher. Looking forward to the YouTube video. Yeah, so am I. So am I. Alright, takes C6, castles. In the game here, DC3. Oh, this wasn't even the move. I don't know why I thought this was the move. The best move here, because it's rare actually that they grab this pawn. Best move here is with Queen A4. And if bishop E7, then we do this. Now my queen's on A4 instead of E2. Bishop D7, just take. This is interesting. Castles, knight D7. Here's a crazy line here. The engine's giving equality after this. Take, check. How's that only equality? I mean, okay. It's kind of a crazy line here. I'm not saying this is a draw. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, we should go for that. Queen A4 is pretty ambitious. Because if just like bishop D7, I guess it's tough for them to pull this off here. C6, we can make them give up that light square bishop, otherwise this is going to be check. So okay, that can be good stuff. Queen A4, good spot. Alright. The game I went here, rook D1, which wasn't the best idea, but it... Yeah, I mean, knight D5 here was really smart instead of bishop D7, I think. Because they do have here knight takes C3, which is a very important resource. Undoing the pin because of the tempo on my queen. And then here, I mean, I just should have accepted this here after, like, Queen F6 or Queen H4, and they just have, like, a bishop pair, and they're just a little bit better here. I got back the pawn. Instead, I just, like, tangled myself up really badly, and, like, pins this way. It was just a total disaster. Here, for whatever reason, I thought I'd have, like, knight G4, and for takes A3, this was going to be check, and I was going to take this, but, this just defends the other rook. I didn't see that that rook would just be defended if they did that. So, not really smart there. H6, okay. G5 is actually quite smart, because now King H8 and or they don't even need King H8. This is just hanging directly. And any bishop move. Okay, this is just hanging a lot. I don't really have anything here. Okay, I mean, well done by them. They're the 29 plus GM. Well done by them. I'll become a GM soon? Maybe. I don't know. I guess at this rate. Maybe if I have the thing that talks to me about my time. Maybe if I have the thing that talks to me about my time. Oh, okay. We're not missing this. Okay, another GM. Can we get a bush gas this time? Can we get this one to accept our bush gas gambit? He plays it with bishop c4. Alright, emote only. On. Bush gas gambit, take my pawn. He's thinking about it. Ah, you're kidding. I'll give you another chance. Oh, he was tempted though. Alright. Did we learn anything from last time? The knight really just has to go right to c6. He just wants to play a boring joke of Pinishimo. I mean, everything I did was fine last game, right? I just went here and back. This is literally, oh my god, it's playing exact same moves. Every move is the exact same as the other GM. Alright, let's keep it that way. We did analyze that game. What did the other GM play here? Rook E1, right? Dennis Wagner from Germany. Oh my goodness. Alright, are we playing bishop e6? I think here knight c6 is probably fine. Remember, I tried playing knight d7 last time. There's really no benefit to it. Alright, they just go with knight d2. Alright, let's go with the bishop e6 line. Maybe they take it. Yeah, last time I ended up putting the knight on d7 and it was a mistake. Okay, this time there's no quick bishop e3. I assume they just kind of like know this position off the top of their head. Alright, queen e8, queen g6. I mean, is that an idea? We don't know. Because they blitzed out b4, which is kind of a weird move. Knight f1. I assume they're prepping bishop e3. They're probably also prepping this move d4. Let's go with knight h5, though. Bishop e3. I assume they were preparing it. Rook a2 to defend. Okay. Queen g6, I guess knight h4. F6. Alright, let's just jump in here. This should be a good move. I mean, they played here to make that defense, yeah? Ah, okay. Rook? I'm actually not sure. Maybe pawn. No, okay, rook. Can I attack here and here now? Just like this, this? H5, rook f8. I guess they want d4. Hopefully we've learned something from the other game. Go there. Because they want knight g4, yeah? What if I just take away your precious knight g4? It's a very specific move, but it's like, okay, what do? You don't have d4 anymore. Pieces have gone backwards a little bit, and I didn't let them come forwards. Alright, we're down on the clock, but I think my next couple moves are pretty obvious. Just attacking f2. b5. I guess take. What's going on? And then it opens my rook somehow. So queen f7, knight g5. Bishop. I'm just gonna bank that it doesn't work. Rook f2, knight f7. Rook t. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Takes knight f7. Maybe it does work. Rook a2. Oh, they also didn't think it worked. G5. Now. I don't know. Now? G4? Just want to take it? Can you, what if you further fortify it? G4, take knight h4, rook f2. I need to start defending. defending it a little bit. We'll go queen g6 next if they don't take it. And I don't think they will. Alright, yeah. It's b5. I don't think so. I need to use this. I need to use some other pieces. g4. Okay. What? No, I don't have enough hits there. Let's trade off for this good piece. Really? That surprised me.
Five, 4, 3, 4.
I have nothing better?
3, 2, 3, 2, 3,
Do you have
2,
anything
3,
better?
2, 1, 2,
I'm just stuck defending this?
1, 2, 1, 2,
You don't have any plans, do you?
2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5.
Extra pawns are not as helpful as theirs. Oh no! You're kidding.
Four.
I don't know. There's no such thing as luck in chess, but I feel like I got unlucky. I mean, not here. That was just blunder. But, like, the fact that, like,
3.
I felt like I had him tied
4.
down, and there was no follow-up. I mean, maybe I probably missed it. Tough. Okay, let's have a look. Another bush cast against the GM and another totally declined one. I mean, yeah, we didn't establish that there's like anything great that I could do. It's just an equal position. It is what it is. And it needs to come to c6 anyway. Take before. I mean, there is this fun gambit with c6, but it's like objectively here with c6, but it's objectively like, okay, not very good and probably not against the GM, but maybe it was worth a shot because I guess I got outplayed here. Let's see. Okay, I went for this imbalanced structure, which I didn't have to do. But f takes e6, b4. So I'm trying to generate something on the king's side. They're playing here knight f1, knight h5. So I'm looking to put my knight on f4, queen on g6. Then we pressure g2, we pressure h3. Trying to take these guys. No g3 so easily if my knight can take that. So, you know, there's definitely some ideas here. Rook a2, they're just trying to defend this. And knight comes to f4, they take it. Rook f4, we're both actually playing some pretty accurate chess here. Rook f6 is literally the second best move and barely worse than queen g6, which I can get away with because knight h4. I thought there was knight h4, but I can just take knight h4, keeping the pin. I thought knight h4 would chase my queen away from the pin. Anyway, rook f6. They're actually just coming back, and it's not a great move, I think. Well, it's saying because this is not even a great square. Because then I'll just drive it away after, I guess. Alright, in the game I play h5. Knight f3, queen f7 hitting this. It's not as good as I thought. Because they could get away with this. There's none of this. I would lose my queen, and, like, I go check, and I'm just going to be down material here. Just going to be down material. So there was none of that. In the game, h5, knight f3, queen f7. They could play knight h2. Jump in, rook f8. g2. Okay, I missed an opportunity. g5 was okay. I missed an opportunity here, because they're pretty tied down. Guarding f3, guarding f2. It feels like I got them. Like, this is kind of what I would want before when I played f takes e6. Like, this was my dream. I have the only open file on the chessboard. You know, we have all 8 pawns each. There's not a lot of open files. But, because, like, f3, they're stuck guarding it because they can't move it, because then they stuck guarding f2 as well. h4 is better, because they can't go knight takes, and g takes is really ugly. Otherwise, g4, okay, my knight would waltz right into that square. So, okay, it does create some weaknesses for them. g5 is an interesting idea, putting g4 on the table. Okay, but they just fortify f2. Queen g6 was not right. Rook g6 was much better. Why? Queen g6, because they had this one move, queen c1, attacking here. And if g4... then they kind of are running me out of options a little bit. Yeah, they're just able to bundle up and defend, you know? It's tough, because the position is actually very closed. So h4 here, g4 and h5. We come around to trade off. f3 was a good idea. You know, rather than just staying tied down here. They do have this one opportunity to play f3 before I trade off this knight. And now, yeah, they take here, and it gets kind of annoying. I was better off just trading the queens, actually. It gets kind of annoying to defend g4. I mean, it is what it is. This is my best move. There's nothing, like, I don't have anything left on this f line. They were just guarding f2. I don't have anything else here. I just have to guard this and just move back and forth as they figure something out. Eventually, they do figure something out. They trade queens. Check here, take my pawn. Try to create some counterplay, but the problem is that I'm down a pawn and I have this 3 versus 2. And I can't create a passed pawn. Like you see here with d5, I can never... Like, if they take it, then sure. Then I would have these 2 versus that, and I can create a passed pawn. But they don't have to take it, and then just trading here doesn't make a passed pawn. So they just have these 2 extra dudes. It's not so obvious if I don't blunder my bishop, like, how you make progress, actually. I'm seeing... It's plus big number, but I'm looking at the engine evaluation. The king... The only winning idea is to bring the king actually all the way this way. And then free the knight. So the king takes over duties defending b4. And then maybe... Can my bishop, like, attack here in the meantime? Like, attack it, force h5, then king g5, try to win the pawn? So, but because, yeah, it's not obvious how you make progress. You push one, my king comes to the other. The knight is stuck to b4. So it was actually not obvious what to do here. It kind of sucks that I blundered bishop e1. I mean, obviously, but... Okay, I mean, they were GM. They probably would have figured it out. But king h3 was actually, yeah, not the way to go. King needs to come here. It's the only winning idea. Alright, GG. I mean, well played by them. Well played by them. So, alright, well, we slipped a bit in Title Tuesday. I mean, what's my score again? Oh, next score. Okay, another GM. Another GM. Oh, we're back on email only. I know Levy has changed his mind about the Bush gas. Is that true? Speaking of the Bush gas, we're going to get it this time. Can we get one acceptance today? Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Gambit glasses on. This GM's going down. This GM's going down. Oh, they're playing the top line. They're playing the top line here, C3. You think you'll get in D4 so quick, don't you? What if I said I was attacking here and here? And this is your only way to defend it. This is your only way to defend it. D4. Okay, smart, smart, smart. Now we pin this. So D4 is still not on the table. The queen no longer defends that. What most people do here is they play bishop c4, castles for the rook to defend the c1 bishop. That's what... Yep. That's what Mittens played against me. That's what Sergei Zagalko played against me. And right now we're facing Spanish GM Jose Carlos Ibarra Jerez. This is fun stuff. This is fun stuff. This is one of my favorite lines. This is the line I beat Mittens with. So, okay, finally we're done here, right? They're actually for real ready to play d4. The rook is going to defend here. d4 is going to come, take the whole center, just be up a pawn, attack my bishop, attack my queen. But that's when we just change diagonals. So bishop g4 actually launches a crazy line after d4. And I'll talk more about this after, but d4 is the only move. Let's just play bishop f4. Let's play bishop f4. It's this other line. Wow, I'm actually really excited to analyze this. The power of the Gambit glasses will guide us. This is a crazy line. White needs to be very careful. Because if you just play something like knight a3, let's say knight a3, to finally defend c1 enough times to play d4, because still there's no d4. I'm going to take this bishop. But let's say knight a3. What I do is bishop g4. e5, I think... Well, bishop takes, there's just d4. I think I just play bishop g4 here. And what you should do probably in that position is give your queen. I think here, yeah, queen takes f4. Takes, and then that's only then after giving your queen can you play d4. This is such a filthy move. H takes g4, I have queen to h2, checkmate. Queen takes g4, I take your queen. So queen d3 you have to play, right? Looks good. Looks good. Looks like you still guard h3. Alas. Oh, this is such an awesome game. Guys, this is actually like the coolest thing ever. I'm gonna play rook d8 here. Drive your queen away from the defense of h3. Even though my knight is hanging. This is the craziest thing ever. This is the craziest thing ever. Sergei Zagalko lost similarly to me here. Wait, this is awesome. The powers of Bush and of gas. And of the Gambit glasses themselves. Oh, we so got him. We so got him. The queen's got to move. And then we take h3. And then it doesn't even matter that this is hanging. Because... Well, because I want to get you on h2, right? Okay, I got to take here. Well, okay, maybe I should just save my knight, like a normal person. But you got to assume that this is working. Takes f6. And then just like... Yeah, just like... Bishop f5. And then rook e1. And then king f8. Okay, wait. Let's say takes f6. Yeah, I think bishop h2 check. King h1. I think I've played an idea like this before. And then bishop g4 back. Yeah. Isn't this sort of like my game against Zagalko? Where it was takes... Or maybe this is exactly my game against Zagalko. Sergei Zagalko I'm talking about. Like the GM, like the king of Lichess. Like the best player on Lichess. Okay, but g3 is different. I think what we want here... Okay, wait, this is so awesome. I gotta win this game. I think what we want here is bishop g4. Because I want to bring it to f3. Can you stop me? I'm not sure you can. Bishop g4, let's be careful here. King g2, no, I think this is so strong. f3, bishop g3. Oh wait, f3 is actually interesting. Bishop g3. Maybe I should just take the rook then. Or just play like this. Bishop g4, f3. Bishop takes g3, d4. You know what it is? I think it's this. Is that possible in queen f3? Rook e1 here. Queen f3, bishop here. Oh no, that wasn't right.
5, 4, 3, 4, 3.
Oh, they have queen
Two.
h4. No. No, they have queen h4. At bishop f3, there's queen h4.
1,
Are you kidding?
2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2.
Oh.
One.
That's so upsetting. That's so upsetting. What was it? It was anything. Ugh. That is -5. I thought like here and they like don't get mated, but I'm just up so much material. I don't need checkmate right now. I was looking for it. This was not it. Even in castles, it's equal. E takes f6, I didn't see. E takes f6, I didn't see. I thought I could go queen f3 next turn, no matter what. But then the thing is, there's check and bishop f1. It's the only like I thought I would just be checkmating here. Because at first I was looking bishop g4 to play bishop f3, then f3. Because there's this resource. Can't believe I messed this up. I just need to take the rook. And it was up so much for TL. Or knight g4, which I was also thinking about. Here bishop g2 works. That's tough. That's tough. Oh my goodness, we did not. We messed that one up a little bit. We messed that one up. Okay. Okay. Was that round 8? Yeah, that was round 8. Okay, I'm not sure I'll have enough time actually to continue this. So we'll actually have to sign off here. But alright, check out the original Bushcast Gambit video.
2.
Whoops. Check out the original Bushcast Gambit video. And also there's that game against Zagulko. This is killing me that I didn't win this, because everything here, I'm sure this was all correct. I'm sure this was all correct. And it's just... G3 was a good move. I mean, he was really battling. Because, yeah, takes f6, this is what Zagulko played against me, and I had check here, which actually is really fun. And I found that way to win the game against him. No, but just, oh my god, just take the rook, man. I didn't want to take more material, but this is just... Here... No, I'm just up so much material. I never sacrificed anything. I'm not down anything. I just took an exchange and then I'm attacking more. Okay. Oh well. We'll get him next time. We had some fun here in this Title Tuesday run. I do have to sign off here. Shout out to JC Barra for defending well against the Bushcast Gambit. I'll have to withdraw from Title Tuesday, but I'll be back later to analyze these games and stream some more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Thanks so much. So check all the full repertoires here on the link tree. All full repertoire here on the link tree. Join the Discord to stay up to date and everything. All right.